The second thing he mentioned was that he created man and woman in pairs. And if we go on in reverse, backwards, he mentions وَجَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا. He made the night a garment, a covering. And he made the day a means of earning a living. And by the way, on the one hand he said man and woman, and on the other hand he compared them to night and day, which is it's truly amazing. Other places in the Qur'an, Allah will say, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَى, the night, وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى, the day, وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنثَى, and how marvelously He created the male and the female. The male and the female, their relationship is actually, you can learn a lot about the relationship between a man and a woman in the Qur'an by studying the relationship between night and day. That's the beauty of these ayat. Man and woman, if you want to understand their relationship, you'll learn a lot about it through studying what? Night and day. So what did Allah say about the night? And by the way, it's not like, oh, which one is night? Is the man the night and the woman the day? Or the woman the night or the man the day? Allah didn't say for a reason. You have to look at it as a whole. So let's look at it as a whole. How did He describe the night? As libas. And what is one of the parts of the relationship of a marriage, a man and a woman? They have to cover for each other. They have to be intimate with each other. They have to be loving to each other. They have to be romantic with each other. They have to be each other's secret keepers, like clothes is a secret keeper. They have to shield each other. You know, if something like you know how when you're cooking, oil spatters? If you're wearing clothes, it comes on your clothes, but it didn't burn you. The part of you that was uncovered got, hit. So when insults are coming towards your wife or your husband, you took them and you didn't let them come to your spouse. You shielded them. That's part of you being libas. From physical love, to emotional support, to protection, to keeping each other secret, to giving each other regular company, to being so close and understanding everything about each other, the good and the bad. Clothes cover the beautiful parts of a relationship. Clothes also cover the ugly parts of the body, don't they? Spouses, there's some parts of the humor of a spouse or the beauty of a spouse that is only for the other spouse. And there are some parts of the ugliness of a spouse and the flaws of a spouse that are only for the other spouse. Nobody else should know. That's جَعَلْنَا اللَّيْلَ لِبَاسًا. But there's this personal part of our relationship with our spouses. That's like the night. But the day makes everything public, doesn't it? And He says, وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا, and the day is a means by which living is made. He can't go to work if she doesn't take care of the house. He can't get his job done if she doesn't provide support. Or maybe they both have to run the business together. That happened too. Even in the time of Sahaba, both man and woman are working on the farm. That happened too. They have to cooperate with each other about schedules. Who's going to pick up the kids? Who's going to help with the homework? Who's going to do the dishes today? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? What about the backyard? What about the front porch? What about, all of this needs to be negotiated between both of them. They have to work it out together. They won't be able to do it. And by the way, what am I talking about? Responsibilities, right? So a marriage is about love, and a marriage is also about what? Responsibilities. So what happens is, unfortunately, in Muslim marriages, it's all about responsibilities. And dating is all about what? Love. The Qur'an's picture of a man and woman coming together is love with responsibilities. And you won't be able to keep up with your responsibilities because they're boring and exhausting and they tire you out. When you get tired, night comes and you need what? You need the night to be able to do the stuff that happens in the day. And if you didn't get that charge from the night, you can't do the stuff in the day. And if you don't provide a living in the day, you're not going to be able to have a comfortable night. They need each other. You can't just be on a honeymoon. You gotta hit the ground too. You have to hit reality too. But these two things cycle, like day and night, keep coming. There's a part of the day where you're best friends, and there's a part of the day where it's strictly business. Did you pay that bill? Did you do this? And you're like, why didn't you send a heart with that? No. This is right now, I'll send you the heart later. Right now you need to pay that bill. There's parts of your relationship that are serious business. There are other parts of your relationship that are very lovey-dovey. And you need to keep those two things balanced. You can't just become one or the other, like night and day. So beautiful.